Hi everyone, it's Taryn here from Myles, Southeast PA, and we are here with Joe at our transmission department, and we're going to be asking him some questions today about keeping our transmission nice and healthy, and specifically questions related to transmission fluid. Let's dive into it. Hey Joe, so what exactly does transmission fluid do for my car?
Transmission fluid has many jobs in the car. It's hydraulic, so as the pump is pumping, the fluid is creating pressure and making sure everything can move and work. Not only that, but it has detergent in it, so it cleans it as it moves through the entire unit, keeping it fresh and clean.
Cool. What are some of the first signs that my transmission could have low fluid?
So signs of low fluid are going to be like aerating noises, like when a power steering pump goes bad, you'll hear whining and screeching and things like that coming from the bottom of the car. You'll also start to get various shift concerns, soft shifts, hard shifts, skipping shifts.
Okay. So that leads into my next question perfectly. Why does having low transmission fluid make my car go so jerky?
Like I said, the fluid's hydraulic, right? So you have valves inside that depend on that pressure. And if there's any air, which would be created from low fluid, if there's any air in the system, the valve can't move correctly. So it'll stay open, or maybe it'll kind of close, but the closer it is outboard, the higher the pressure.
Okay.
And it'll just spike pressure because it can't move the valve like it's supposed to.
Besides just being low, can old or dirty transmission fluid cause the same kind of issues?
Absolutely, because and it's the same principle, that valve needs the correct fluid to move. So as it gets old and all the clutch material is moving throughout the fluid, it gets thicker, it gets grosser, and then the valve can't move correctly, so it can't regulate pressure the way it's supposed to.
Could this ever be caused by something temporary, such as like cold weather?
Yes, absolutely. A lot of manufacturers have incorporated, they call it a warmer.
Okay.
That works with, because trans fluid heats up slower than engine coolant. So they've made it where they put a warmer on the side of the trans. That way when the coolant flows through, it heats up the transmission fluid at the same time to help get it to its operating temperature quicker to help the shifts be what they're supposed to be.
If my car is shifting hard, is it something that I should get checked out immediately, or is it something that I can wait on a little bit?
Get it looked at immediately. Don't mess around. Every time it shifts, it's going to be shocking splines, shocking clutches. You'll be ripping material off, stripping splines. You can cause all kinds of damage.
Yeah. So do you think it's okay if I drive it to the shop if it's shifting hard, or do you think I should get it towed in?
We've had plenty of people that have driven them in and they didn't cause any extra problems and we were to fix it without issues. I'm personally going to recommend you tow it in just in case of the fact that it could happen.
Okay.
And then it's going to make the repair bill go up higher. So at the end of the day, it's still your still at your discretion.
If I wanted to check my transmission fluid myself, where would I even start looking?
So most of the manufacturers now, it's all on the bottom. You can't even check in anything newer. They started a lot of that back in like 04, but some of them still do. And if you have older cars, you're going to be able to have something. Generally, if it's a rear-wheel drive, it's going to be passenger side towards the firewall of the engine compartment. You'll see usually a yellow stick sticking up. That's your trans check stick.
Okay.
If you don't see anything like that, more than likely we got to put it up on the lift, and there's a special plug on the bottom. And like modern Chryslers now, they have a special tube in the top with one stick they have. So it's a universal stick. We have one tool, and then that's how we check them. So they're all kind of different. And but yes, most anymore require a lift unless it's an older vehicle.
So what should transmission fluid look like and smell like if it is clean?
So this is what it should look like. A very nice red color. Okay. Now it's going to vary from manufacturer to manufacturer depending on if the fluid's never been changed. So a lot of OEM stuff will be a little bit darker, more of a greenish color. But typically you're going to have this nice red color. I mean, the best description we've come up with is like a cough syrup. It's going to smell like. When it's going bad, it will literally smell like a campfire. When you smell it, you'll smell campfire. Okay, my clutches have smoked at this point, and we have done serious damage. Close up was creepy. It's not that bad. It's great. Go ahead, you smell it.
Cough syrup mixed with nail polish remover. Apple cider vinegar. It's terrible.
It's not that bad.
Don't drink it. Unless you're a car. If the fluid level is low, could there be a leak somewhere that I should be concerned about?
Absolutely. Yes!
Are there other problems other than fluid that could cause hard shifting in a transmission?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few. Majority of modern manufacturers, when they start to see a problem in the trans, they will try to protect themselves. And what that means is, computer sees a problem and it will jack up pressure at the EPC. So it sees an issue and then it immediately sets full pressure. That way that the shifts come on and you're not slipping the clutch. If it sees any problem in that trans, it's going to cause high line pressure. And that's normal. That's their limp mode, let's get it to where it needs to go mode. So if something like that happens, you need to get right to a shop and get it addressed.
How often should I think about changing my transmission fluid to prevent anything from happening?
Well, most manufacturers have all their intervals, and I don't think that they're real because it just can't be real. The trans is constantly working, it's hot, it's doing its job constantly, and the clutches and everything are throwing material. It's what they do. It makes the fluid dirty. It's going to happen. So, in my opinion, I do them every 50,000 miles. I think that's like a minimum. If you want to stretch it out further to the manufacturer, you're more than welcome to, but I feel like every 50 is a lot more comfortable interval to get that material out of there and make sure that fluid is nice and doing what it's supposed to be doing.
If I ignore all of these noises for too long and turn my radio up very loudly so that I don't hear these problems or feel them, what could happen?
I think this is my favorite answer. Because if you ignore those warning signs, it's just going to stop. It's just no longer going to move. It's just going to quit.
Oh, I thought you meant the noises would stop. I'm like, good, that's
Yeah,
good.
they would stop because it would just quit moving.
The car would die.
Yeah, it would clog the filter.
I would break it.
It would just stop.
So I should not turn my music louder if I hear a weird noise.
No.
Should get it checked.
If it's whining and you think you have low fluid or anything like that,
What if I'm
it will
whining?
stop. Huh?
What if I'm whining?
You're still going to be stopped.
What kind of services can a transmission shop do to help with hard shifting problems?
All right, so like here at Myles, we have a valvoline service that we use that before we even drain fluid out, a cleaner goes in. That goes through the whole system. It cleans out whatever debris it can. And then we flush them out. We get everything out of it. And we fill it up with brand new ATF with a conditioner. And I have saved several transmissions at this point for hard shifting, especially in Fords. So the conditioner works very well.
Bye, everyone. Catch you in the next video. It's been Taryn and Joe, and we'll be back for our next transmission talk video. Make sure you visit any of our 4 locations in Berks County, in Sinking Spring, Birdsboro, Aerating, and now Wyomissing.
That was terrible.